So today I'm going to show you what to do if your horse is a little head shy or doesn't like his ears or something touched, okay? A lot of horses have problems with their heads or their ears or their muzzle down here because somebody has twitched them in the past. And twitching means that they've grabbed the part and manipulated it in order for usually the vet or them to do a procedure on the horse to get control of it. So sometimes they'll use an ear, sometimes they use their face, sometimes they use their hands, sometimes they take this metal clamp and they put it down on the horse. But sometimes you have to do a procedure, and even though they're sedated, they're having problems. So the horses never forget. So if somebody's grabbed their ear over the time, over their lifetime, they're worried that the next person's going to do what that person did. And sometimes this is just with bridling. Like I always tell people, put their ears flat down when you bridle them, because some people scrunch them up. And there's cartilage in here. And just imagine if somebody scrunched your ear up, how much that would hurt. So if I have one that's, and he's not so bad, but head shy or problem with the ears, this is what I do. So if it's an ear problem, or if I go up to them, you know, when I go up towards them, they freak out a little bit. What I try to do is come in towards their buttock and slowly come up and then clip a rope on them so they can't get away. Then what I do is whatever the maneuver is that's bothering the horse, I keep doing it over and over again. If the horse moves, I go with them and I keep doing this over and over again. And when the horse actually stops, that's when I stop doing it. And I become like a little bit of an idiot or a maniac in that I start doing this to the horse all the time, any just random time. So the horse doesn't think it's a problem, they just think I'm a weirdo. And they go, this lady's really nuts and she does all this stuff by my eyes, but she doesn't hurt me. So I guess she's not gonna hurt me and I'm okay with these things moving around. So then when they're being good, you know, I might pet them, or you could give them a cookie. You want a cookie? He's like, I don't know you that well, so he's not so sure of me yet, anyhow. So I like to move my hands all around them to make sure that they don't have a hole in their training or somebody hurt them in the past, and you can't touch something on them, because I did find that out once when I was on a horse and it did not end up well, that it was head shy and it reared up and stepped on me. So I always check and just do weird stuff with your arms and just keep moving around it, but then after you're done doing it, then be nice to your horse. Good boy. Okay. So now the ear thing. So if they have an ear problem, I don't reach up and grab their ear like this. What I do is I might be petting them and I got a hold of their halter and they don't like their ear touched, so I might play with their hair for a while. I might give them a little treat and then I go like this. And if they shook their head, of course he's fine. But if they shook their head or something, I go, okay, it's okay. And I do it again. And I do it again. Right? And then I'm just brushing back here and then I do it this way. And then I do it this way. So I just do it over and over again. And then once they're better, not the first time, but maybe after a couple of weeks, then I might reach up and hold it for a second and then take my hand off of it. Just hold it for a second, take my hand off of it. So that way they know I'm gonna let go and I'm not gonna hold it for very long. And then they stop panicking. So it's just like you, if somebody was doing something with you, like the dentist, you know, if they numb you up and it doesn't take very long, you're gonna be okay, so you're not as freaked out. But imagine if every time they were doing something with you, every single step hurt or freaked you out, it would be horrible. So then you gotta just give them a little breather. Keep your body relaxed, keep breathing. Remember, in your head, don't focus on like, I gotta touch that ear, I gotta touch that ear, because they can read your mind, and the more you wanna touch their ear, the less they wanna be around you, okay? So don't think of touching their ear, think of touching the hair around it, okay? And just slipping over their ear once in a while. Oh, I'm gonna touch your hair, I wanna touch your eye, and then I'm gonna go over your ear for a second, then I'm gonna pet your eye over here, and then I'm gonna go over this ear for a second. And you just keep moving around over and over again. So again, if their horse doesn't like, you know, when they're approached, we never know how they could see. Sure, we check their vision and we know they're not blind because we get a vet check. But does he have 20/20 vision or 20/60 or what? We don't know. And sometimes, you know, they see different out of the eye, the depth, so sometimes something will catch in their eye and they get a little startled by it. So when you're going up towards them, you might want to come in a certain way and the horse is like, I don't want you to do that. I want to look at you this way because I can see you better. They're just trying to focus on you, so don't get too mad about it. They just got to get used to it over time. So again, go up to them whatever way you can catch them. But again, if they keep doing stuff with their head, I kind of go towards their buttock if they're not a kicker, and then I slowly just work my way up, and then I catch them. Because a lot of times if you go in the paddock and go right for their head, and it's a new horse, they run away from you, don't they? So don't go for their head. Just pretend you're doing something in there, get them interested, and then slowly go up and catch them. And then once I get their head up here, again, say he doesn't like me, stay there. Say he doesn't like me coming in off the side of him. Well, now that I have the rope, I might come in, come off the side of him, give him a little piece of food, and go back away from him. Stay there. And I just push him back if he comes with me. And then I go up again. Hi, yes, you're a sweet horse, aren't you? Yeah. And then I'll go back away, okay? And then I'll come back up again. Good boy. Oh. And then I'll go away. So same thing, you have a problem on the trail, so, you know, a hiker goes by and waves. If that's the problem, what I might do is come up and wave. Hi. Because that's what everybody does, right? They want to pet your horse in the head, and it scares the heck out of them. See, now he's like, I don't like you so much anymore. But I got to get him over it, because somebody might wave their hand as they're approaching us, right? They go, hey, how you doing? So if the horse just gets used to this motion out of the side of their eye, over time it'll get better and they won't be so freaked out. But if you don't do this and then somebody does this on the trail to you, what happens? Your horse spooks because he doesn't know if that person's going to whack him or not. And the problem with a lot of the gaited horses, especially the walk-in horses, some of the spotted sows, they've been manhandled. Not to say anything bad about men, but that's the word. Or cowboyed. You know, somebody's beat them up somewhere. They've been too rough. You know, the ones the women have are usually obnoxious, pushy, and overly sweet, right? And the men, they're a little bit scared. So you can fix them though. You can fix either way, if they're too pushy or they're a little bit spooky with it. Okay, so now he doesn't care, then I'm up here, right? So now I'm going to do it on the other side, because you want to do both sides of his head. So, right? He's like, she is a nut job. I can't believe this weirdo bought me. Is she going to poke me in the eye or maybe not? I don't know. She's kind of crazy. And you just keep doing it over and over until they are just so bored they don't care about it at all. Just like you're a fly, right? They tolerate the flies being on them, but the flies are on them all the time. And the flies are much more annoying than me. Or are they? What? They are more annoying than me. He thought I was more annoying. So just keep doing this stuff all over their head, but try and do it every day. And remember, don't focus on grabbing something or grabbing their halter or something else. Just try to be nice about it. Okay, this is for the women. Some of you guys want to kiss these horses, right? Because they're cute. But some of these horses in the beginning don't want to be kissed. So if they do want to be, you know, if they want to be kissed, they're totally fine. But if they don't, I kind of grab their halter. Be very careful with your face, because again, they could knock it off. And then immediately give them a cookie, okay? So the more you keep grabbing, go, oh, buddy, and then give them a cookie, then they will start to like it, as I get hair in my mouth, because they want the food. But again, in the beginning, you got to be really careful. So if the horse is really doesn't like to be kissed or something, just grab his head, rough him up here a little bit, and give him a cookie. And then over time, get closer and closer like that. And then closer, you know, don't kiss them, because this way you got the side of your head so you can pull it away so you don't get hurt. And then over time, then you can come in more and give them a nice big kiss, okay? So any of them will get used to it. I have lots of people say, oh, their horse isn't sweet. How do you make them so sweet? You just got to spend time with them. Give them time to get over things. They don't know who you are or what you're going to do, or if you're going to hurt them like the previous owner hurt them, or what's going on. And they just got to get used to you and the crazy things you do, and then they'll get over it. That's why, you know, with kids' horses, the horses are used to them jumping all over and doing crazy stuff. Because even if the horse runs away, what's the kid do? Go back and get the horse and jump on it again, okay? So that's how the horses get over stuff. So just start acting a little bit goofy, weird, start doing wacky stuff, and just get them used to you being all over their head.